Welcome to Off Topic with Tim and Matt, our show known for pregnant pauses, stifling commentary, and good looks, where we always go off topic. I got to keep it fresh every single time. Okay, so we're going to talk MLB today. Before we do that, happy Canada Day. And comment, like, and subscribe. So get into subscribe, hit the like button, get ready for your comments. As soon as we say something you agree or hopefully disagree with, you put it down. Okay, MLB. Big news, I guess. What's coming up? All-Star voting, maybe?
All-Star voting's happening right now. All-Star game's coming up. They haven't announced all the All-Stars just yet.
Yes.
But, get in, vote for your favorite team. Players.
Yes.
Favorite players.
I've done Bo Bichette, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., and Alejandro Kirk, who's the catcher. It was second in voting for the other catcher in Seattle named Cal Raleigh, who's putting up cross-generational numbers right now.
Yeah.
I think he's got over 30 home runs. We haven't even hit the All-Star break. In other words, he's on pace for 60 home runs. Guy is a machine.
That's
Max Muncy.
Yes.
Of course you bring up Max Muncy. We're talking about Cal Raleigh.
Well, Cal Raleigh, I've got over here. I was bringing up this for later, actually.
But, were you? Okay.
Yeah, another topic.
Okay.
So Cal Raleigh, he's hitting 276, so he's not great.
No.
But he's 32 home runs, 69 RBIs. Right? It's
1.034 OPS.
Yeah.
276 is fine. That is good.
But here's the thing. He's been in the league this is his fifth year in the league, right? He came and played 47 games for the Mariners. Did okay, 2 home runs, hit about 180, right? The next year, a bit better. He hits 211, gets 27 home runs.
Okay.
Not bad. Next year, 232, 30 home runs, 220, 34 home runs in 2024. This year, 32 home runs already, hitting 276. His on-base percentage is 387. He's drawing walks like mad, 51 walks. I mean, he's already beaten the stats for the previous years, and we're not even halfway through the season.
Right, but 30 home runs, you got to remember, he's a catcher. He's not playing every single day.
Well, he put in 153 games last year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little different. Yeah, that's a lot for a catcher, man. They got to be careful. They're going to burn him out.
But he doesn't just play catcher. They'll put him in other spots. They'll DH him.
Now it's all changed.
And so now he's got, I don't have the positional breakdown of where he plays, but he's going to hit every day now.
Yeah, okay.
Because
be
he's just that good.
First base. They usually put him at first base.
And I think this is this is a really nice story on development.
Yes.
Right? Because he came in, they saw that he had a high ceiling, and he's not even breaking the ceiling yet. He's still climbing. And I think it's going to be really good. Now, the interesting thing is because him and Aaron Judge are leading the MVP voting, you got Aaron Judge is hitting 354. He hits a lot better. Yeah. But he's only got 28 home runs.
And 63 RBIs.
And 63 RBIs.
And a 1.161 OPS.
So he's trailing a bit.
Barely.
I
mean, you're hitting 354.
Yes.
He'll sacrifice some power for average.
Now, Aaron Judge is going to hit 50 home runs this year.
Easy.
He had 58 last year. He had
the injuries.
And then his career average sits around 293. He's been playing for a lot longer. He's grown with his game.
He came out with 54 home runs as a rookie. Then he got injured and didn't play for a bit or whatever, and then he's got himself healthy.
Yeah.
And now he's crushing it. The thing that always boggles my mind about Aaron Judge, I'll never stop saying this, he got drafted. It was a compensatory pick that the Yankees got because they lost a free agent.
Yeah.
So I think there's 32 teams, and they got the 33rd pick or something, and he was picked 33rd. Yeah. So even the Yankees passed on him with their first pick. Everybody passed, and then he's 6'5" with an arm like a cannon, and everybody passed on him. It's like Brock Purdy going last. It'll never make any sense to me whatsoever. But anyway,
I think a lot of people he was geared for the second round, and probably pretty high in the second round.
Right.
And so people address pitching needs.
Yeah.
Right in the first round.
But power is power, and you can never have too much power, and it's just.
I don't think he was that powerful. I think he grew into his power. I mean, his rookie season, 52 RBIs, or 52 home runs, 114 RBIs. But then he falls off.
Yeah, well, he got injured, right?
Well, he still played 112 and 102 in games. And, I mean, only 27 and 27.
Yeah. Only 27.
39 in 2021.
9.
And then he goes back up to 62. But then he falls off again because he got injured again.
Yeah.
His injuries, I think, really derail him
Yeah.
a bit. And he's such a big guy. And there's a problem when you get these
6'5".
6'5". He's
Lifting a lot of weights.
a monster out there, right? But when these big guys do those dives for the ball, and he plays hard, like he's a Golden Glove for sure. Like he plays hard out in right field, dives for the ball a lot. When you're 250 pounds hitting the ground, you hit a lot harder than 150 pounds hitting the ground, right? So he's throwing himself around out there, throwing himself into walls. He is a real stud player.
He is. And the best part,
to watch.
He plays out in left field, so all the bleacher
Right.
creatures, right field, sorry, wear judge gowns when they're up there. And now his new jewelry that he got is a judge's gavel. His diamond-studded judge's gavel hangs around his neck. It's super cool.
Yeah.
And he was adopted, apparently, and then only recently met his birth mom.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He has his parents raised him, and I think in California, and he had a wonderful family growing up and everything.
Yeah.
But he met his birth mom. So, yeah, that's a good story. Okay, the other story is pitching, and we're going to get to your guy in a sec. But there was a marquee matchup, and this is why MLB drives me crazy. It was Paul Skeens against a new fireballer with the Brewers named Jacob Mizorowski. And they both throw at 200 miles an hour and leave a vapor trail on the ball. And it was on a Tuesday at 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern, and nobody got to see the game unless you were like at the home game and had the day off. It drives me crazy. MLB it was a marquee matchup.
Well,
And it did not disappoint from what I understand.
it was a 2-1 or a 3-1 game. Phenomenal game. But here's the problem is that you don't have these games once a week where you can be like as a Josh Allen against a Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's going into prime time.
Right.
Right. The schedule is 162 games. They play 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes 7, right? Like, so your rotation falls where it falls. And sometimes you're going to hit a matchup like this. That's at 1:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. Right.
But the problem is, it's MLB Network, I think, showed the game, which you would have to have in your cable package. And I guess you could PVR it if you remembered. And it just, they don't, MLB, we've done this 1,000 times. They have a marketing problem.
They do.
We're in a golden age.
Yeah.
We're in a golden age. Tani, Judge, Mizorowski, Skeens, Devers. I mean, Pete Alonso, like Juan Soto, like Vladdy
Mookie
Guerrero
Betts.
Jr., Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
We're in a golden age, and there's no marketing and focus, and that's what drives me nuts about it.
But here's the thing: for the top half of the league, it doesn't matter if it's 1:30 on a Tuesday. That stadium's full.
Yeah.
Right. For the bottom half of the league, it doesn't matter if it's a primetime game against the best pitcher in the league.
It's empty.
It's empty.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the problem is there's not a lot of parity in the league, and there's not a lot of parity in owner involvement.
No.
Owner commitment.
Yeah. Some guy owns a team, he just uses it as a tax write-off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maryland Marlins.
Marlins, yeah. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
So you get Mizorowski here, and Skeens go up against each other. Milwaukee ended up winning. They're the better team in the standings. They're 47-36.
Yeah.
Pirates are 34-50. 3-1. It was a pitching duel for the ages. But then I looked into Mizorowski here, and the guy's only pitched in 3 games. He's 3-0. He's got a 1.13 average with 19 strikeouts.
That's insane. He's 6'7", 197 pounds. That is insane.
He's a whip. Like, look at those arms. Like, it's just...
I'm 6 feet half an inch. The skinniest I've ever been is 149. So he would be comparable to how skinny I was. Like, that is skinny. 6'7", under 200 pounds. Like, that is skinny.
He's given up 3 hits in his 3 games, 2 runs. 1 was a home run, right? And 7 balls.
That's insane.
Bases on ball.
Yeah.
Bases, yeah.
Yeah.
Balls on bases.
Ball on base, base on balls, whatever.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like his pitching, and it's only 3 games in, rookie, right? It's crazy. But to only give up 3 hits in 16 innings pitched with 19 strikeouts.
On a good team, too. So hopefully
on
the
a
Brew
decent
Crew,
team, yeah.
Brew Crew, hopefully they'll go to the postseason. I want people to get to see him in the postseason. So.
Yeah. Skeens, he's buried on a crappy team.
Yeah.
The guy is phenomenal. Has very, very low ERA too. Hold on a second. I'm just going to pull it up here.
He's going to win. He's projected to be the first losing pitcher
to win the Cy Young.
To win the Cy Young, yeah. And he totally deserves it.
Yeah.
Skeens, somebody said something about they floated the idea of him getting traded because there's no position players. Well, they have no team. And the owner's like, oh, that wouldn't work. What the owner should be saying is like, are you kidding me? This guy's not going anywhere. We're building our foundation around this guy. He is the future, which we're going to get free. No. So Pittsburgh's waiting to get rid of him, so they don't have to pay him. Like, it's just a waste.
He started 17 games, right? He's 4-7.
This is his second year. That's after winning the rookie.
Yeah.
So most rookies, they have the sophomore jinx, and they have a rough sophomore season from a good rookie season. Not this guy.
No, he's
so locked in.
His ERA is 2.03, right? He's got 212 this year. 203 is his career so far. His ERA last year was 196. He was 11-3. But his strikeouts, he had 170. He's already got 110 strikeouts this year to 29 bases on balls on balls. I don't know why
200 strikeouts a year. That's like
it's just crazy. Like 106 innings pitched so far, and he's got 110 Ks.
How big is he again? Go up. Show me his weight. 6'6", 260.
Yeah, nice big guy. Nice.
His girlfriend is that beautiful young woman,
Abby Dunn.
Libby Dunn.
Libby Dunn.
And I remember seeing a picture of them walking hand in hand together when they were at LSU. She's a gymnast, so she's quite short, quite slight, and he's 6'6". You could have picked her up, turned her sideways, ramrod straight from the tip of her head to the bottom of her feet would not equal the expanse of his shoulders. He's just a beast.
Yeah.
He's huge. Okay, other news. You want to go Dodgers? So
no, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers trade. Okay.
Well, this does affect the Dodgers, but yeah.
Where did he go? To the Giants.
To the Giants. And it was quite funny because
Buster
they were
Posey.
not happy in Boston about this.
Buster Posey, man, he's rebuilding those Giants.
Yeah, he is, and I think he's done a great job. He's doing a great job of it because they're full in contention, and we're holding them off. The Dodgers are holding them off
For now.
and then all of a sudden Devers shows up.
For now.
He's 11 games played so far, 43 at bats, 3 hits. He's not great. 233. I mean, it's not horrible.
It's gonna take a little time to get his legs. He's changing leagues. He's only ever played with Boston. Now he's playing in San Francisco. Everything's different.
Yeah.
His bed, the clubhouse, the traffic, the climate, everything's different. So
when you think about it, Boston's fallen down in the standings. I mean, they're even behind.
Not yesterday.
They're doing so bad. They're even behind the Blue Jays.
Oh, there it is. I wish I could argue with him.
So they're falling down a bit here, but they're not a horrible team. And they decided that they were going to go. They were going to start retooling.
Yeah.
So
it's good for Devers. I mean, I hate Boston, so anything Boston does that screws them up is fine with me. But it's better for Devers because it's wasted talent on a crappy team.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere. And now he's on a contender in San Francisco, and it builds up that Dodger-Giant rivalry. So it's just good for baseball, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and he was traded for 4 players.
Yeah.
But none of them are real big names that you're going to even recognize.
The Giants cleared out some space in their minor league system, get some crap out of the way for. Yeah. So no, it's good. And other news. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Dave Parker passed away.
Oh, I remember why we want to talk about Devers.
Okay,
this trade happened. He was playing third base.
Yes,
and they got a third baseman, and so he was asked to take.
They got Bergman. He
was asked to take grounders at first, following when their first baseman hurt. Yeah, they got Bergman.
Yeah.
So he was DHing, and they said, "Hey, can you play first? Our first baseman's hurt." And he said, "Nope, I play third or nothing." The next day, he was on a plane to San Fran.
And where's he playing in San Francisco?
DH. He stopped playing at all. So
he's just happy to be out of it.
But the first thing he said in his press conference was, "I'll be happy to play anywhere they want me to play."
Yeah.
So the Red Sox, you don't mess around with.
The Red Sox for a long time have been really toxic.
Yes.
They've been really toxic for a long time. And they had, who was their GM that Dave Dombrowski ran them?
Yeah.
Took him to a World Series and they fired him the next day or some stupid thing. Like there's just crap that goes on. It's like Vancouver with the Canucks.
Yeah.
There's always some toxic politic nonsense going on that keeps the team from winning. And the Red Sox are the same way. I mean, they did manage to win the first World Series with two of their star players on steroids.
Yeah.
Joey Cora is their coach. He got suspended for a season for the sign stealing thing when he was in Houston. There's always some crap going on with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
You know, the storied franchise in Red Sox Nation. It's like, you guys are a bunch of clowns. So
Well, they hadn't won for so long.
yeah.
And
And then they finally won it.
they tried everything to win it. And then,
They finally did. It was good when they won. I didn't care. They're not my team.
Yeah.
It's good for baseball when a team like that finally wins. As long as it's not the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Other news. So Dave Parker passed away. Can we talk about that now?
Yeah.
Okay. I never liked him because I only knew him playing for the Oakland Athletics that would beat up on my Jays all the time. And he always had attitude. And, he's this veteran guy, not showing a lot of class. But then he played for Toronto and I guess he's okay.
He was a very fun to watch player.
Big, solid guy.
Yeah.
Right fielder.
Yeah.
For the Dodgers for Pittsburgh for a long time.
Athletics.
Didn't look,
Athletics as well.
Athletics for a long time. Moved around a bit, but yeah, he Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So it's too bad about that. Whit Merrifield. This is what I like about Whit Merrifield. 9 seasons in the pros. Came up with Kansas City. Moved to Toronto. Had some good seasons in Toronto. I always liked him. And then bounced around, I think, the A's and then Pittsburgh for a minute, something like that.
Yeah.
And retired after 9 seasons. So, cautionary tale is how hard it is to make the Major League Baseball. Plays for the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yep.
Local boy. Gets the walk-off hit or home run for the World Series win.
Yep.
And then spends 6 years in the minors.
6 years.
28 years old before he came up.
Yeah.
It's a grind, man. Don't think just because you're a hot shot at a high school or university, it's a straight line to the majors, because it's not. But Whit Merrifield, and apparently he's going to join the Jays again in a player development capacity.
Yes.
Which is kind of good. And Max Scherzer, we'll stay with the Jays for one quick second. Came up the Jays. They signed him as a 40-year-old because no one else would sign him with Toronto for a fourth starter. Hurt his thumb, rehabbed it, came up, pitched 5 solid innings, and as one guy said, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is. It's like
we had him a few years back.
Yeah, he's
a
the
pitcher.
twilight. Just enjoy the last few games of Max Scherzer. Just a storied career. Came up the Diamondbacks, took a foul ball to the face during batting practice once, broken nose, 2 black eyes, still pitched that game. I mean, he's just one of these guys that don't come along. And I remember there's a game in Toronto. He's on the bench, and the calls really aren't going Toronto's way. So every single time the umpire called a strike or a ball, he would do this. Oh, hey, it's a strike. Next one, flip the coin. Oh, that one's a ball. And he's just antagonizing the ump. And the ump, to his credit, didn't pay any attention to him. Could have given him a warning and kicked him out. But he's one of those guys. And I hope he stays with Toronto. I hope when he retires, Toronto says, what do you want to do with our organization? Name a spot. We'll put you in it.
Yeah,
he's just
Toronto needs some good baseball people in their organization.
Yeah. Look, you know what? Let's help you lower A ball. Kids coming up out of high school with the pitching. Come help out some kids, man. Hey, we'll pay you $1 million. Come on.
Yeah.
That would for me, that would be a smart thing to do, but it's Toronto, so God only knows. Now, you want to go to Clayton Kershaw.
Let's go to Clayton Kershaw.
You've been waiting for this.
We're on the Kershaw watch, and it's going to happen on Wednesday, when Clayton Kershaw will be the 20th person ever to throw 3,000 strikeouts in a career.
His whole career with LA.
He's just fabulous. He's had a lot of elbow problems, shoulder problems. You can tell by the way that he throws. He's really hard on his shoulder. Just a big strapping pitcher that you just love to watch. I've seen him pitch so many times. I've never seen him pitch live. And I'm really hoping if we do that trip in September.
Oh, yes.
When he's with playing the Mariners, if he's starting, that's the game we're going to.
For sure. But Ohio might be playing, and we might be able to get Ohio tickets. The Husky.
So we'll figure it out. We'll make it all work.
You go to one, I'll go to the other, and we'll switch.
Halftime. But yeah, so 3 strikes away. 3 strikes away, and he joins this club.
3,000 strikeouts, man.
Now, he's made no qualms about this is his last season.
Oh. How old is he? He's got to be in his 40s because he's pitched like close to 20 years.
38, I think.
Yeah.
38 now.
Came up as an 18-year-old, drafted out of high school.
Yeah.
Find it.
Yeah.
Technology. Come on.
Yeah,
You've got your Mac. I don't want to hear any excuses. But he's played his whole career and
he has
twice now with
the Dodgers.
the Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
So
And there we go. King Kershaw. He is 37.
37.
6'4". Yeah. Let's go check out his overall stats because he's got some wild numbers here.
He's amazing.
His career with the Dodgers, 2,997 strikeouts, 691 base on balls. It's a 4.3 K to bases type thing. It's just nuts.
Those are crazy stats, man.
2.51 career ERA. 2.51 career.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
That is insane.
He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Just give it to him the second he announces,
Yeah, that he's retiring.
Yeah, it's like Gretzky. Like, there, you're in the Hall of Fame. Here, you're retiring. Here's your Hall of Fame plaque. We already built it for you.
So he did say, he's pretty sure this is his last year. They may get one more out of him, depending on how this. He's just come back up out of the minors. He's played in 8 games. He's four wins in the 8 games, 0 losses. So he hasn't been a detriment at all.
Yeah.
So last year he only played in 7 games, and he was 2-2 because he had surgeries and he wanted to come out and have a good season. If he plays really good this year, he may play another couple of years. He may play till he's 40.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life picking up your coffee cup with your opposite hand?
Yeah, true enough.
That's what you have to ask yourself. People don't realize the wear and tear on the bodies.
Yeah.
There's guys that play that can't use their throwing arm anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They can't use it. It's dead. Like the muscle, the tendons, everything's gone.
Yeah.
All the surgeries and the wear and tear. So,
but the teammates talk about him, and he is a team first guy. He is. You get these guys that get injured and they go get surgery and they're rehabbing, and they stay away from the team. He was on the bench for every game. So I can see that when he does retire, he goes back to the Dodgers.
I can't. How can you do anything else?
Pitching coach or developmental
broadcasting
coach,
or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
So fun fact.
Grew up
played baseball and football with Matt Stafford.
Oh, no way.
Best buddies. Yeah.
No way.
It was one of the biggest reasons that Stafford wanted to go to the Rams.
Oh, jeez.
Was because his Clayton Kershaw was there.
Oh, wow.
And I hear they hang out all the time and they're good friends. So last thing about the Dodgers, going to throw this one at you. Since May 31st, Max Muncy.
One of my favorite guys.
Max Muncy was having a real rough start to the season. Someone said, hey, why don't you go get some glasses? It looks like you can't even see the ball out there. He went to this was like an insult too. Went to the optometrist and got glasses, and now it's been hitting a storm since May 31st.
How do you not know you need glasses? I can't read this. Hey, what's that sign say? Like, maybe you should get glasses.
But that's the thing. He could read this. He can't see that.
But
right?
I mean, like I'm the same. I'm the same way. Like, or I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
So I got bionic eyes going that way, but I couldn't see anything in front of me.
Yeah.
So I guess, the opposite. You're kind of like, you just don't notice it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that. Remember Mr. Magoo? That Mr. Magoo show? Like this? It's when I take off my glasses.
But you think they have to go through physicals. They do an eye exam.
Yeah.
You would think they would do that.
But last year, he was hitting great in the playoffs. I mean, he went like something like 24 at-bats of getting on base.
Yeah.
Either hit or walked.
He drew a lot of walks. He didn't get a lot of hits, but he got a lot of walks.
Yeah. But I mean, like the guy wasn't doing bad. He started the season, he's doing bad. And somebody made a smart ass comment to him so he gets his glasses. Since May 31st, Max Muncy has 3 games with 6+ RBIs, 3 multi-homer games, 2 games with 7+ RBIs, 2 games with multiple 3+ home runs, and 2 grand slams. The only other player in MLB history to do this was Jimmy Fox during the 1938 MVP campaign. An entire season. He's done it in 2 months.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a really funny story. I played fast pitch back in Toronto. Just a beer league, right? And we had a guy husband and wife team, and he was this Maltese. He was Maltese, and he was this slight man, sweetest guy in the world. He's playing out right field, and the ball comes to him, and he goes charging forward, and the ball goes right over his head. He's got to run. The center fielder was a guy I worked with that got me on the team, and he's running over his leg. He goes, "What the hell did you do?" He goes, "Oh, my new glasses." He had bifocals, right? So the ball was this big, and all of a sudden he went to this big, and he thought the ball was close. He looked up, and it was like massive, so he went charging towards it, thinking the ball was going to like fall in front of him. Instead, it went completely over his head. I'm laughing so hard. It's the funniest thing. This boy goes running halfway to his first base, and the ball's like 400 feet over his head. Oh my God!
Wait, this whole thing
killing me.
This whole thing with Max Muncy is like a real life major leagues.
Yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah.
From the
Yeah.
movie,
Wild
like,
thing.
Wild thing.
Just a bit outside.
Hits the mascot. Gets glasses and he's on fire. Yeah.
You
So
just never know, right?
it's hilarious. I'd love to see. I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the season. He's done this in 2 months.
Danny Jansen was a catcher with Toronto for a long time. They traded him last year. He's with Tampa Bay now. And solid catcher, like perfectly solid. But he went in the minors, he was having the same problem. So they gave him an eye exam, and that's why you realized he had like, you couldn't see a damn thing. But he was like 18, 19, right?
Yeah.
So he wears those, the wraparounds, a la Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And everybody, like, it's funny because I'm on a lot of like the online boards about the Dodgers. And they're like, Max sucks. Get rid of Max Muncy.
No
oh
way.
my God, he's horrible. Bench him.
No.
Right? And he's like, he was hitting 180 with no home runs.
And then all of a sudden.
But now he's in the month of June alone, 328, 459, 6 home runs entering Friday's game. So
That's awesome.
yeah, in which he went 1 for 3 with 2-run homer. So
There you go.
I mean, like, yeah, the guy's
That's Hall of Fame.
yeah.
That's Hall of Fame.
Right there.
Okay, so
That's
that's it. Last point, I'm going to see the Vancouver Canadians today.
I'm jealous about that. If I
got-
wasn't going camping, I'd be more jealous.
I got free tickets, and I used to go all the time when I lived in Vancouver. But Arjun Ninema is the guy I want to see. All the top pitching prospects aren't there anymore. They're all at AA.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to watching the game. I love Nat Bailey. If you've never gone to Nat Bailey, go see a game. It's so much fun.
And now Tri-Cities, that's Toronto's farm team?
No, the Canadians are Toronto's farm team.
Canadians are Toronto's farm team.
I don't know who the Dust Storms are. I don't know who they're. The Tri-City Dust Storms, Dust Devils.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea who they are. I'm just going to the games. That's all I care about. So yeah. Okay, that's it for baseball. Go Jays. Lost 15-1
Ouch.
to Boston. They shut them out the day before and then got pounded last night. And Toronto's just floating above 500 and whatever. I don't care. They're the same. They're just going to be
Still in a playoff.
still in a playoff spot, but they can't build on their 6 or 7 games above 500, and they can't build on it.
Yeah.
They just don't build on it. Like they got that great run when they got them 8 games above 500, and they need to keep building on it, and they just don't. And it's just, I don't know what to do. So I don't know what to do. It's heartbreaking. But I watch them because I have nothing better to do. It's kind of sad. Okay.
Keep watching
They're
them.
my team. I have to watch them. They're my team.
Yeah.
I was in Toronto when they went back to back. Like I can't not watch.
They're only 3 games out of the first place spot there, too. So
they could maybe get to the playoffs and make a little bit of noise. Who the heck knows? Okay, so that's it for us. Happy Canada Day coming up. Comment, like, subscribe. If you haven't commented already, do it right now. Okay, thank you for tuning in for Off Topic with Tim and Matt, where we always go
Off Topic.